kamba kuti muntu ali onse wamene azachita violence, muntu ali onse wamene azakangwa following pamene wafuna beve bazungu mukutitandizira bazachokamo ife muno mu Zambia muno tizasalateka. Ero tikasalateka, I want to tell you that as a country we cannot govern ourselves. Yatama ARVs yamene tikumwa ife bamene bayina ma HIV bamene bakumwa ma ARV. Ife as a country muno mu Zambia tikangewa kuzigulira ma ARVs. Yatama ARVs yamene bamatigulira ni bazungu. Ma Bill Gates Foundation, Melinda Gates Foundation, ndiye wamene bapasa mangwara mu vipatala. So aba bazungu wakachokamo ife chifukwa chakuti ndrama zamene watipasa tikudya tikulisa mavumo yake, ife muno mu Zambia tizafa na njala. Tivapase ulemu and abazungu batitandiza, but the problem is that President Edgar Chagwa has grown big-headed. He thinks that he can govern this country alone. Kulibe chalo uchamene chikwanza kuzila mulira cheka. Bamakambati chalo na abantu. Muno mu Zambia muno tankara for 65 years, for more than 50 years. Titandize wana bazungu. Na wanzatu wamu mafiaro vinao chipuka chalo chatu. Chilipaka chama chalo ya mbili. So wanzatu wamene bali kufupi na maosheni, wamene bali kogopamba na naife, bati tandizira, bati baeti galungu wakambati waja bantu, wafuna waende, wapishi. Wafuna tivutike, tife muno mtaro. So what we are saying is that this government is a government of failed people. Okay, I think that is what I can say on this issue.
So, real quick, I just want to comment on the West versus the East. The West is countries in Europe and America, and the East, we're talking about China. So yesterday, I watched a documentary about the Chinese in Zimbabwe. It's actually, I'll find the link and share it. Basically, this woman, it was an Indian news station who did a research. They were revealing of how Chinese, they're actually treating Zimbabweans and how the government of Zimbabwe made deals with the devil. There are these deals which Zimbabwe signed are similar to what deals the PF have signed. And if you listen to Siawan yesterday, he said that if PF comes back to power, this country is sold. It is sold to China. So basically, China, we are not saying China is a bad country. China is a good country. But when they make deals with Chinese businessmen who are ruthless, corrupt, just like Benalungu and company. We are not saying, this is my opinion, I'm just saying, ama deals Balungo Basaina with the China, they should not say China. These are businessmen in China who are corrupt, who have loaned this money to Zambia with the evil terms, like terms whereby, they will control, any borrower is supposed to, any lender is supposed to look at your capacity to pay back. A good leader, even as a parent, without a capacity to pay back, you can't be reckless with your country, with your resources. And Balungu has been reckless. Balungu and his people, thugs, have been reckless with the decision, with the mandate we gave them. And if they continue, your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren will continue paying for these loans. In 2 days, nishchapwa. Ma Chinese because they are running this country. We were better off under the British colonialism than under this Chinese colonialism, which they want to bring, where only Edgar and his thugs are benefiting. When the British were here, everyone was employed more. The mines were thriving. This is why we are saying to say these Chinese have to go. We are going to welcome Chinese investors, but we are going to welcome investors with good deals to benefit the people. Not ama deals over sign where these Chinese investors, they're actually ripping people off, ripping the government off, putting us in debt for hundreds and thousands of years to come, digging a debt PF. And they have decampaigned themselves because they are dealing with crooks in China. How can you loan somebody in Pia now Ishwati cannot pay you back that money? One Kongwesha. Elwama terms, exorbitant terms. And then wabula collateral ya mine. Ama mine ya likumu lunga mulepela collateral. Ni mine ya nyoko. Please, let me end here. Guys, if you're ready to speak, raise your hand up and come in. Chinese at collateral. Do we know how much gold is in that mine? Or copper, or whatever it is, nickel? Please. The whole good news about this is by America now, there are sanctions against any individual who can take any name mentioned. So guys, capture evidence. Hotline Matomola, inbox me here. We have to collect all the names of the dictators. Anyone corrupt, we will send the names to US Embassy. Yes, Simon, you can come in.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and good evening, everyone here, and good evening to Mother Zambia. Kwenandefo kutotela, to start with, I think the excitement is just in all of us today. We are really so excited to start with that we are coming to the end of all this thing, which has been in our minds for some time now. All we wanted was to ensure that we leave Zambia in safe hands. And we are so excited that we are just remaining with a day, and then we will be able to do that. And also my other excitement comes over the US response to Zambia. Yesterday, during my time when I was speaking here, I think but I said it yesterday. I was saying, can they please, the international community, is it possible that they can also help us in Zambia? They've been giving us reports saying Zambia has, have been infringing on people's rights. A lot of human rights are not respected in the nation and all that. But we did not get any kind of action after those reports. That was my query yesterday. And today, to just wake up to this news, I'm so super excited. And I think this is loud and clear to our president, Kachagwa Lungu, because in his speeches and statements one of these days, he said the international community should not interfere in this year's elections. They're allowed to come and monitor, but not interfere. Well, the interfering will not be by just monitors and observers from the international community, but this time around, the interference comes all the way from the White House. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And so this means that everything that has been taking place in the nation, people are aware. And when they go down to mention individuals, to say sanctions will be given to an individual, it simply means every single person, everything you do is being monitored. That's what it means. And so this must be clear to those who are planning to rig these elections, that as we are talking, even now, your name's already been seen. Whatever you are doing, all these reports are being seen. So those of you that are sensible, a few sensible people remaining in the PF, it's time to leave that boat. It is drowning. It is drowning, because if you still remain there, it will just end you up in issues. It will end you up in problems. And to clarify that further, sanctions do not only, like Mom said, is not only apply to get restrictions from entering the US, but you'll be restricted from all the member countries which are respecting the democracy that we've enjoyed in Zambia for a long time. All right. So this simply means you have no place to run to. Okay. You'll be haunted left, right, and center. And the other thing that we will still want to assure Zambians is that every single coin which we have lost in the past 7 years under this leadership, we are going to retrieve it back, because these people will be answerable, because they have nowhere to run to. Wash, this is so exciting. They have nowhere to run to. It means everything that they have rooted, everything that they have stolen, everything that has been lost, we are going to recover it all because there'll be no place to run. They are used when they commit some atrocities, they're out of Zambia, they run away to some place, hide, after some months come back. We've seen some criminals in PF behaving that way. They come here, cause a fire, some months they are not seen, the other time they come. But this time around, there'll be no place to go to. So we really want to appreciate the US government over that response. We are so excited as Zambians, and we know that this is going to help us a great deal. It will help us a great deal. So all these plans to rig the elections, watch out, watch out, watch out. And the other thing that I really wanted to talk about this night is that we are still, all of us must be observers to this election. And this goes to every single citizen of the nation of Zambia. Wherever you are, it's time to grab this nation back. Okay, we have been put in a second colonialism and we need independence as a nation. So this time around, our colonialism is very bad because we've been colonized by our own people, our own brothers and sisters. Okay, so a few selfish individuals who've been taking this nation quite in charo chao, it's time that they pack and go. All right. So we as Zambians, everyone, you are given a special opportunity to go and monitor. Please, when you vote, do not go home. Remain there. See whatever is happening and make sure you report. This time around, it means it's even illegal to slap me when I try to query. So you have nothing to be scared of because the US is watching. Okay. Anything that will happen to anyone as a citizen of Zambia, it will be considered, okay, as a threat on democracy, as a threat to interfere, to rig the elections. So anything that they've been planning, the intimidation, the threats which have been coming, those things will not be operational because this time around, we are backed by the US government. So Zambians, you have nothing to be scared of. Make sure as you vote, make sure you follow up these things until they announce the right results. Okay, and we are so confident. We know that Bali is coming and Bali is winning and everything will be okay in Zambia. Thank you so much as we are still talking.
Thank you, Pastor Simon. That is our very honored pastor for Nangoma Foundation. We are proud to have a man of God to stand with the people. Most of the men of God, they have been shut up with brown envelopes. So it's a shame. Anyway, I'm eating my watermelon, as you can see. But I just wanted to comment on something that Mr. Lungu said. No country should interfere with the Zambian election. So I want to read the definition of the word interference. Interference is something that interferes, is an obstruction. It's the other meaning is the illegal hindering of an opponent in sports. So by President, by Edgar Lungu, sir, nobody's interfering. They are just monitoring and watching, and they have told you to say, Imwe, you are the one interfering. That's why you are using that word. But PF, you are interfering. You are trying to obstruct the democratic process of the Zambian election, which has been in existence for 56 years, which is backed by the Constitution of Zambia. You have changed things. You have hindered democracy. United States is not hindering or interfering. They are just telling you to say these elections, anybody who will do something to hinder will be held accountable. Ngamusoja, Owa Umineba na Rumango, we need the names of those people. Ngani presiding officer, ukakanyo kufunya G20, they will be held accountable. So the international community, they are not obstructing anything. It's you, sir, and your PF who are trying to obstruct democratic process of the election. We have to use the right word so we understand what we are talking about here. Frederick, you can come on.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. And good evening to the viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, before I talk much, I just want to remind each and every viewer, as we'll be lining up for on the queue on the voting day, don't forget the face mask, let's sanitize. this will be the priority, because once you leave the face mask, you might be chased away from voting. So let's take this as a priority. Remember, we are about to cross the Red Sea, and I'm super excited today because of the response which I've get from the United States. The other thing that I want to talk about is what the ZESCO did. The ZESCO, we want to warn you, because this election, it is observed by various countries. So wherever you are getting the orders to cut power, we have important documents. The ballot papers are in the country. We don't need darkness, we need light. So watch out, ZESCO. And the ZICTA, don't do what ZESCO did yesterday. This is the warning. We don't need the shutdown of internet. And the other thing, I listened to Edgar Lungu recently where he was said he will arrest HH once he resume power next week. God forbid that won't happen, because you are going back to Chawama. Once you go back to Chawama, I want to tell you this, that it is you who will be arrested, one, for gassing Zambia. Because as a leader, you failed to find the one who was gassing Zambians. As a leader, you failed to arrest Tarutiruvia for giving us expired medicines. You failed to arrest Tarutiruvia for giving Zambians defected condoms. Mr. Lungu, from 12 August and beyond, you'll be lining up at court with your cadres. No more running away. It's obvious that you have heard for yourself from the US. Who grab your passport, because on Monday it will be inauguration ceremony for Hakainde HDM. Then Tuesday, start count yourself to be answerable for all you have done these 7 years with your fellow cadres. Benamos-san, we know the damage of course to this country. So on 12 August, my fellow Zambians, let's remind our brothers in the villages to mask up, wake up early in the morning. Once we vote, do not leave the voting place. We need to observe either inside or outside. And we need to make sure that those people be coming to the polling stations, we know them. We don't need the imported people from elsewhere to come and vote from the polling stations, which we know ourselves in the community. Then we don't need foreign faces. We don't need foreign faces. Once you see a foreigner, report. We know that the police at the moment, they are biased, but at least take a step, report them. Thank you.
Thank you. Andrew, you are next. Andrew, you can come on.
Good evening, Zambia. It has been a busy day today trying to fix some things. And we thank God we are safe and alive to see another hour as we prepare for mighty day, which we've been waiting day and night. But before I continue, there is an audio, or rather a video, which I want you to hear direct from the president, your so-called president of Zambia, threatening another death threats to Mr. Hakainde just after afternoon, the past afternoon. He was in the Copper Belt. He was telling people of the Copper Belt that whenever I'm in the Copper Belt, no other politician should be here because I'm the president. And wherever the president is, no other politician should step the foot. There are other provinces those politicians can go, not here, because we are avoiding what happened in the Western province. Because Nganikumbi Ngalifwa. You see that? A normal human being. So the video is here. I don't know how volume will be.
I don't say I'm here to stop it.
Are you able to get?
Yes.
HH can go to forensic. But the rules of the game now demand that what the president did, someone security. And this has been enhanced. Because that behavior has been and then coming there is found. So you see, my patience is taken for weakness.
So what I'm trying to say is, as Nangoma Foundation, we are getting closer like BBC because we are not here to tell people lies. We always dig the information before we bring it here. So at this evening, let me address the nation by saying this. As you are watching right now, Zambia is not in safe hands. Zambia is not in safe hands. Because these people trust very much the cadres. They've given them power. HH is coming to remove them. Today, I heard another news from the same president. He was telling people that cadres, they are here to help me. You see that? And no one will do anything about it. A president issuing such statements. So, Zambia, it is in the long hands. Manja yaba kawalala, manja yamfuiti, manja yaba antubakuti, they don't think of others. So, people, we've remained with 2 days plus hours. We are counting it, months, weeks, now we are counting days. What a wonderful God we serve. They always say numbers, days are numbered. This is what we always say. And it is coming closer, closer, closer. Same as you are digging a tunnel. You may see it as if you won't see the end. But look at, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. How many hours and days are remaining? We are coming with force. If Mr. HH will forgive you with your criminality, we will investigate. Moreover, we've already started. How many cases we've dropped at ICC? We may look small, as we can see. We are not small, we are big. Because people we believe in, our CEO, she's not here for jokes. She doesn't joke around. She's here for serious business. How many ladies out there can stand in a position? She's there, day and night, trying to fix something. But women here, who believes that they fought for independence, they are quiet, like babies. Why? They are threatened, given coins which you won't take them another day. So, by youth, as you go to vote, don't forget who to vote for. Because this chance, if you lose it, I urge you. Some of us, we may have somewhere to go, but I don't know about my neighbor. Can we vote in numbers? Can we also believe in who to vote for? Because when you're voting, you have to believe in that person. The moment you believe in that person, that's the only way things can work. So if you don't believe in a person, vote on whoever you want. No one is forcing you. Because if we stick to force you to vote, at the end of the day, you say we are forced. We are not forcing you because that's your voter's card. And the decision, it is up to you. It is up to you. Coming on the issue of the ECZ. By ECZ, this is the second week. Hearing my ballot paper at Chitachani. Just today, some very complicated issue came out from Mondola. And in ZMBC, it was there, not even a single issue. What's going on? Do you want us to chase you so that we bring people, even Americans, can I think handle our elections because you can't manage? Why do you do things as if are you there for the blind people? You know what has been happening and you've been hearing the rumors. You are quiet. Very quiet. As if it's a patient who's about to die with cholera. Please tell people of Zambia what's going on. Because to tell you the truth, we are not going to accept whatever happens. We are geared. For me alone, I'm geared. If you want, you can kill me on that day. Because
yeah, and my son, just to comment, if I for Walanda Pariva ECZ, just to add on, sorry to cut you short. The American embassy has said anybody who is interfering with this election. So, Esa Uchulu, you are number one actually on that list. Esa Uchulu, Shindano, Luhanga, Amashnaenu, they are already on that list for interfering. So let's not even ask them to fix the past, because we are out of time. What we are asking them, Ishinshi Kushibiri, moving forward, let them do the right thing. Because what's going to happen now is they are just looking at a reduced sentence. Because crimes are already there against them. You can continue.
Thank you, ma'am. You know, yes, I heard about the sanctions, and I was just waiting patiently to hear from the CEO because everything's supposed to have a directive information. Thank you, madam. You know,
thank you. So the other thing that you mentioned about the audio, Balungu, when he was in Copper Belt saying, where the president is, you cannot be there. I say that is the worst hypocrisy because they both live in Lusaka. But who Copper Belt at no, if I'm in Copper Belt, you can't come to Copper Belt. But Lusaka, it's just hypocrisy of the highest order. Like this, Walungu takes Zambians for fools. That's just what I have to say about that. It's like you live in the same town, no Muntu, but kuma town yambi ataufi yokwisaku. We know. Every time HH is saying he's going somewhere, wapanga to go there. But once Zambians are not stupid, and that's why you are going. You can continue, Andrew.
Thank you,
You have to go. You see, Comrade Andrew, before you even come in, I just want to update the people of this country that President Edgar Chagwa is a very bitter person. He's a very evil person who doesn't have good plans for President HH. And every time when he's speaking about his friend, he speaks with so much anger and so much bitterness. Okay? We've heard what he has been speaking about HH. Comrade Frederick, I agree with you. It is not him who is going to form power. No. In fact, President Edgar Chagwa, we should pray that President HH will forgive you. Because if he doesn't forgive you, my friend, there will be a lot of crimes that are going to follow you against humanity. Comrade Andrew, you can continue.
Oh, thank you. Right now, Mr. HH is Nichoma. Like I said, for people everywhere, we watch with them on their fingertips. Yes. You know, when the presidents of, all presidents in United States, when they put sanctions, maybe IPF you are behind because most of you are cadres, you can't understand the word sanction. When those people put sanction on you, you never receive any donor of medication. And how many people will die with HIV? Chinese people, they've never donated any single thing for free. When they donate, which is they want something. But with Americans, they self-millionaires. They've built their own life. So don't ever think that when America says something about Zambia, they are coming to get something. They are different from these thugs, my Chinese. Americans, they can feed you from day one until whenever you want, because them, they don't play around. They've already fixed the economy. Everything is in place. There are people sometimes get paid. Americans sent money for COVID-19, and that money was already shared before it even reached there. What kind of morality is this, please? Mind this set of evildoers day and night, all you think about killing your people. that funds was meant to be shared to everyone, because Americans, they knew that many Zambians, they were not working at that moment, the time of this COVID-19 blackout. The money came, all you did was just to share amongst the cadres. Now you see what God can do. That money, mwalinyano kunya sharipa, ukunya mwalishinya, mwadiflash no flash. You see. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever they've donated to you, or whatever they've been donating, the moment you mess up, the sanction which they've said, you regret ever in your life. You regret. Going back to Mr. Lungu, Vasa, you are too bitter. Vasankwa, too bitter. Calm down. Tone down, sir. You, like Madam CEO, she has already said, you live here in Lusaka. Mr. HH lives here in Lusaka. So what's the difference where you go and where he goes? You stay here. How big is the Copper Belt and how big is Lusaka? Lusaka is smaller than Copper Belt. But where you are? Allah, Luinshi, akonko kuriyama fi, if you understand that term. So, katwishi Luinshi ni nani, nama fi ni nani? Yeah. Because only amafi yoko ya denunka. Eko lusha konka. So I don't know which Luinshi. Because any human being should think straight. Should think straight. It's a high time you realize as a president. You shouldn't be honing. But the same ways which this fool outed. No, if it was in Uganda, it would have shut down. But I should have ever wished so. And then for you, Mr. President, those words, you should reverse your words. You can't say and what are you planning? What are your plans? Do you think
why are they wishing in life ya muntu? Every day kula wishing on muntu infwa. Why muna wishing on muntu infwa? Why? Imani mwa watu muna fenta pananinga mwa imina fe 2 minutes mwa fenta. So nga kukonka fe who's more healthier between him and babidi. Unless muke ule mfuti muke payo munene. Na mupena. It's nonsense. You can't be wishing all yasamuna mukanwa. You are planting a seed. Munefa abeba tuipa iyo muntu wezu. But you know what? Mwari kale mwambo kutuma abantu kumwipa but imfuti shina mkuipa ila mwabaka ili. Because the HH is anointed by God. Ndalanda lyonse inokobati HH ni leso wa msala. Pantunga mutu fya kutu wafideka. He has money, he has wealth. He doesn't need to do anything. But umutima akwata ni lesa, his anointing is from God. Is aba permission from lesa. Mwakula ipaisha mofya baka ele. Imfuti nangu mwamusonteka so ikamupusa.
The Bible
says
the Bible says there is no weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. So let me tell you about PF. Whatever weapons you've set against HH, it will never prosper because God himself is bigger than your thinking. It's not by might or by power, but by his spirit, God alone. So whatever you may think you have power, you are mighty in your own bedroom. Not to everyone. Not to everyone, sir.
Yes.
But everything which belongs to you so that you can use them in prison because you are going direct to jail. You human being. Thank you.
Yes. I wanted to say something there that the leadership of President Edgar Chagorungu Mwebena Zambia as king of Zambians. When you are going to vote on a third, you are going to vote against a brutal regime that has killed many Zambians. They have put blood in their hands. Remember that Ruth Mbandu was killed under the leadership of PF. We know a lot of people that have died. When you are going to vote, you are going to vote against, you are going to vote out a government that gruesomely murdered the Socialist Party aspiring MP on the Copper Belt. When you are going to vote on Thursday, you are going to vote against the PF government who killed Vespas Chimushira. You are going to vote against who killed Mapenzi Chibulo. You are going to vote against many people who have been killed at the expense of this government. You are going to vote against Grasta Matapa, who was killed, Lawrence Banda, who was killed. You are going to vote against a lot of people whom we have lost. And that is the reason why I've always been saying that when UPND win, for some people, probably they will celebrate, but many people again, it will be a sort of moment. Why? Because they'll be remembering a lot of people who have lost their lives at the expense of this brutal regime. Imagine the day that we are going to win on Thursday, on Friday, what will happen to the family that the PF government killed, Mapenzi Chibulo? Imagine how the family of Frank Mugala will feel when the UPND will be declared winners. Imagine how the family of Lawrence Banda, Joseph Kaunda, the family of the slain, this guy, the one they didn't blood, the security chairperson for Lafayette Chotawat. These people are criminals. Zaman. Okay, we are saying that Mwema Zambians, as you are going to vote, remember the Gassim incident. Shirenshi Kushama Gassim, what happened? There are people who lost their lives, innocent children who are going to school. This is what CA1 yesterday was talking about. Okay, even up to now, people are dying in hospitals. There's a certain lady, Madam brought out this topic here. She was suffering from cancer. I don't know what's her name. Okay, government failed to evacuate her, to take her out of the country. When we are going to vote there, remember these people that I'm talking about. Then you are going to vote wisely. Lastly, I want to bring out one issue which I've been wanting to bring out. It's just that I've been busy. The ECZ, Electoral Commission of Zambia, have already decided to manipulate this year's election. Yesterday, we went at Mulungushi. And what happened at Mulungushi Conference Center was very shocking. Abama boys, they have selected 30 organizations to be in the National Talent Center there, Mulungushi. And out of these 30 plus organizations that have been selected, 18 or 19, in fact 20 organizations, all PF surrogate aligned organizations. Yesterday, our application as the Goma Foundation was turned down. They said, no, we have misplaced your file. We don't know where it is. There were a lot of organizations that were turned down by ECZ. ECZ handpicked organizations to be found at the Mulungushi Conference Center at the time that they'll be announcing the results. The reason why they did that is very simple. It is to make sure that they avoid guaranteed like and any other person to be found there at Mulungushi to avoid people filing them questions. They want passive, reluctant, inactive, and poor organizations to be there in Mulungushi to be agreeing with all the results that they'll be announcing. They don't want people to question them, because when the results have been announced, you are free to go there and ask a question on how things are moving. But they have put a lot of surrogates, they have put a lot of surrogate organizations and one entity, national political parties, and they want to be prioritized. You know what will happen? There will be a lot of irregularities that will happen there, and a lot of organizations will be agreeing and accepting whatever has been announced. That is what they are doing to rig this election. We are saying that it is winning is not at Mulungushi. Twakana. We as the people of this country, we are not going to win this year's election by simply agreeing to the result that Isa Ochuru and Patrick Sudan will be announcing at ECZ at Mulungushi. Therefore, results will be announcing through the national broadcaster ZMBC at Mulungushi. Those results technically now they are now and void, because to start with ZMBC, we are not going to trust any result that ZMBC will announce. 2, we are not going to trust any result that will be coming from Mulungushi. The only result that we are going to accept are results that will be coming from the Zambian people. The only results that we are going to accept are results that will be coming on the ground from the Zambian people. Because you have failed us, because you have shown bias, there are no any political program for UPND on ZMBC, then how are we going to accept the results that you'll be announcing? So we are saying this time around that the only result we are going to receive and accept are results that will be coming direct from the ground, and we have our own PPT. We are going to be counting the results on ourselves, by ourselves. And we are not going to wait for you to announce who has won this year's election. When you, the ECZ. We are going, after we finish counting, after we finish counting and we know that we have won, we'll start celebrating. That's what we will do. And we are going to march to Mulungushi. We are going to come there to show you that the candidate has won. That is what we are going to do. This time around, we are not praying. I think that is what I had to say on this matter.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Welcome, welcome. So if you're just joining in, we just got an update to say, I don't know if you can see this on the camera. I don't know if you can read it. It's saying, Mr. Government may shut down internet, Mr. Malupenga. So I don't know who this guy is, but this is breaking news to say government may shut down internet, Mr. Malupenga. On the screen that I'm showing you here is the screen of the United States Embassy contact information. So the US government have told us that they are going to take sanctions against people obstructing democracy. So there is a phone number here and there is an email address. So go on this website. We have to start reporting these people. We are not playing, guys. This election is our life. So go on Ninamumona. The website's name is the United States Embassy in Zambia. So print that letter and attach whomever you are reporting as attach supporting evidence. So in this case, this guy is saying internet is going to be shut down. There will be sanctions against him personally. We as Nangoma Foundation, the government of Zambia, the US government, we are taking such people to the International Criminal Court for obstructing democracy. A lot of people have died under this PEF regime. So anyone who is in the way of preventing a peaceful transition of power to a democratic government will be held accountable individually. I must emphasize, the United States, they are not talking about sanctions to the country. That will be secondary. Because if they sanction the country, innocent people are going to suffer. Now, their letter specifically says individually, anyone. So people like him, Malipenga, people like Antonio Mwanza, people like Nshindano, people like Chulu, people like Sikazwe, they are the ones they are going after. They are going after the big fish. Rebecca, the floor is yours, and then Ben, you can be next.
Yes, good evening, comrades. Sorry for coming late. I was preparing supper for the boys. Yeah, this Amos Malupenga, this guy has become a big-headed person. You know, Amos Malupenga was a nobody when he was with the Post, is it the Post newspaper that time? He used to work for Post newspaper. These are the guys who campaigned for Asata in 2011. That's how he was given a job as a permanent secretary. I don't know where he was, whether he was in Mongo and what. From nowhere, he has just become a PF cadre. You know, he has become
Madam
a PF
Rebecca.
cadre and sorry.
Madam Rebecca, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. It's just a cadre. It's not a PS. It's just a cadre.
No, he's the PS for information and something. He's a permanent secretary.
Yes, because
He's
what
a
he
PS.
utters is not concerning the PS the way he's supposed to present. He presents as if he's a cadre.
Yeah,
He's not a
he is
PS.
a PS. Yeah, whatever. I mean, me, I know him as the permanent secretary for means of information and what. But he's a cadre the way he's conducting himself. You know? So, Bahamos Malupenga, you should know where you came from. You know? Where this issue where you are saying you're going to shut down the internet. Why should you shut down the internet on the voting day? We know what you are up to. You are not going to get away with this. Bahamos Malupenga, now we'll start targeting you one by one because, you know, when we say, no, PF, let's target these people one by one. The way they come up and start talking nonsense. This is a typical nonsense. Who does Malupenga think he is? You know, he's a nobody. You know, he's getting our taxpayers' money for him to grow that huge. And you come on TV and start telling us the rubbish to say now you are going to shut down the internet. This is not your father's farm. Zambia is too big for you to be, you know, controlling us. You know, we are not your children to start commanding us, to be telling us what you think in your head. You know, Zambia is not your home where you stay just because you are married to that magistrate, a corrupt magistrate there. You arrest, you convict people who haven't got, you know, cases. You just go for anybody. You know, these people, they will put people in so many positions to be, you know, intimidating people. This time, Amos Malupenga, you're not going to intimidate anyone. You are not going to intimidate. You shut down that internet. You will see after Saturday, you are going to face your charges who will come for you. You know, these are the guys who are busy stealing money. And we are just quiet. They've made this country to be broke because of such idiots. You know, this is not, it's not good. Zambia is not your father's farm. Yeah, this is a country for everyone. So you cannot just stand up and start talking nonsense. These people, everyone, you go to ECZ, they are saying stupid things. You go to this, they are saying stupid things. What do you think you are? Are we your children for us to give you that mandate to run this country? These elections, we are going, if you want, arrest everybody. You prepare the prisons where we are going to come and start staying there. We'll see if you are going to manage to arrest the 18 million people, Zambians. This is too much. You know, you've taken advantage of us because we don't talk. We're just folding our hands. This time we are not folding our hands. Malupenga, you be ready. Thursday, we are coming for you. If you are going to send your thugs, because you are also a thug, we are not scared of you. You know, you don't even have anything to say. You are not even ashamed. You know, I don't even know if you are a Zambian, whether you are a Malawian. We don't even know where you come from. No, you've even gotten fat because of the money you are stealing with your friends. You tell Balungu na mulelonga na you are going. You know, don't take advantage of the Zambian people. We gave you a mandate to rule this country. We didn't give you the mandate to start, you know, threatening people with arrest. You arrest. Who are you going to arrest? Why are you forcing yourself to us? Mulabwela pampando mpando iso malabwela mulabwela kumpando akunganda kumyeno kokino mukaya not mu Zambia. We are tired of you. Why are you forcing yourself on us? We don't want you. Just pack your bags and vacate that state house. You know, This is not your farm where you can be commanding, telling people what to do. Te farm chalo cha Zambia, and we have the right to say if things are not okay to fair to land, not try cafe to try mitamba mu big headed mayoko. Like HH is also a human being like the way you are. Why are you tormenting him? Even manifesto. Tell the people what you are going to do for this country. Don't just be coming and start mentioning HH all the time. HH is not your son. Whereby you're saying, what did you do in Mongo? Is he a threat to you? Just prepare for a defeat. We are tired and fed up with you, Balungu na Imwebeni. You are the one who is bringing all this confusion. But prepare. He's not the first man to be at ECZ. He has made things to be so hard for people here. We had so many Ama commissioners about ECZ. They've never done what he has done. Benefit corruption throughout. Those houses Uchuri are building in Ibex. We know those flats you've put will come and repossess them. Mukachula him no benefits. Remember what happened to Kuriba Anand by Matthew Ngulube when he was the Chief Justice? What happened when Chiruba lost power? Changed no benefits. And then you are also following suit. We told you that can you resign on moral grounds? You don't want normally because you want to come and rig now you're in a shindano, you're cashing a shindano wa kuiso. Muka papa. This year, you eat for so many years. You are going. I rest my case.
Thank you so much, Mama Rebecca. Important points. Yes. So, at will shut down internet. Panopondi in Nadikwatavana Vandivakulu. Tetinji mefenji abana tinarashimia internet lelo. No, but we are talking these people, they are talking about an entire country, entire population. Umuntu abukafye mutulo afuma patoilet akachinga achija finishe for achidia ambo kula sabaira atinkashimia internet. Na mpena ukashimia internet ya munganda mumo. Ben, you are next. Elo if you tag them pakchi wonfwe. Mwema le umfwa. Tagging ngani churu tulelanda po mamu tagging kuchi baleka to mwamba nokula salula bakulu nomba because wale tefia upuga balaba shukuru niba great grandfather ba churu badia but behavior yabo is not like a great grandfather whatever his age is. Sorry man,
thank you so much.
God forgive me lesa munjele but abakulu ingoma tabadisho ngoma chiwakula nomba fwe bantu alambo kutukana na bafiashi mwalipa isha abantu barechula munachitama blackout abali kuma oxygen. Do you know how many people died the other day because of a blackout ya mufata?
There is just an update which has just come right now.
Okay.
Mr. Esa Ochulu has been placed on Madam Priscilla Isaac on the same position just to help lead these elections. So I think I've posted already something which has come from Skyler. You can read through. Thank you.
Okay, Skyler is on the line too. So Ben, you can come on.
I'm good. How are you?
Benny,
very fine, thank
Raggy, and then Charlie, Brian, Skyler, Mwanaba last. Okay, quick guys.
Good evening, Zambia. Good evening, everyone here. Yeah, it's a privilege to be here. Yeah, just want to address the nation. Country, and I can see that like Monga patriotic front by PF, I can see panic in their camp. Reason why they are trying by all means to rig these elections. Bambo kuvutana na malaita hapa. Bambo leta maishu so that by rigging my elections bueno manage. But they are ideas this time it can't work. It can't work because we know them and the people are now aware. They are aware about the things that they are doing. So all their plans, what they are planning, they won't take them anywhere. So what I'm trying to say here is that Zambian, please, this year elections, let's vote wisely. Let vote wisely. Let vote wisely. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Let vote wisely. Ngati mwaona vintu vamene vichitika pali manje sivikondweresana iyai. As we are waiting for people who are supporting PF, we are waiting to see those fools who are supporting PF. Because as a Zambian, a normal Zambian, you can't support those people. They are criminals. How many crimes are they done or made in this country? Ma crimes nyambiri. Ngati takumbuka kuli gassing, load shedding, vonse hivi viliko. So how are we supporting those people? Please, Zambian, please, ngati mulibe na menso yoona. Mfunsako lo neighbor wako mfunseko munkala bwanji mwe wantu wazakuuzani. Vintu vinaipa. Reason why they are trying by all means to rig these elections, that just because they don't want to be caught. But this year it won't take them anywhere. We'll caught them. Kwa tasarachena madezi ya vili ya meni alipakati hapa. But we'll caught them. Zambian, let's go and vote massively. And we should vote wisely. We shouldn't support this nonsense. It's enough. Enough is enough. Tasapota vambili. Just because makadas va also benangwayo pano kamba. Just you know that if you say something, makadas azabo kumenya. If you do this, makadas azakusakila. So tinkala kuti. Are we living in Zambia, or maybe we are somewhere else? This is not okay. This is not right. As a citizen, I'm appealing to my fellow citizen. Please, let's go vote massively, and we should vote Akainde Ichilema, because we know that man, he has got good plans for this country. Tisasappote vantu vamene vanativutisa for a long time, and then ngati futi babwela bamipasa vamene bamiletila just to buy your vote, you will suffer again for the next five years. You will suffer again for the next 5 years. Hello, if you don't agree with me, I can tell you, how old are you? Hello, tufakire pona 5 years futi pa maezi ya meno ili na uzanka na maezi ya ngati. And what are you going to achieve after these after these next 5 years? What are you going to achieve? It's poverty after poverty. So I'm asking you, Zambians, let's go vote massively, and we should vote wisely so that we can just get these people out of their offices. Bankalama offices just because of their crimes, they are very scared. They don't want to be caught. Just they know that they've made so many crimes. They're scared of, because they know that once they get out of their offices, they'll be caught one by one. They'll be caught one by one. And we can't sleep. We can't sleep. We are here for that. We are here to defend that. And we cannot support or tolerate this nonsense. Yeah, thank you so much, Mom.
Hello, we can have someone with the hand. I don't know who. Lagi.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much. Good evening, Zambia.
Sure. The first point I'll start with ni point in Venzo Kamba wa president kukopa belt to say ngani kundulia ngabali mwipaya. So do you think Edgar Lungu he has got that care police bana bake bantu watu wa Mzambia? Every time muntu akamba che kupayana, andi kupaya kwa kamba saka makupaya nkuku akamba kupaya bana. So do you think muntu mukampasa 5 years azaka kuzasala abantu bangati ali osakamba apaiwe? Kizasala bangati Muzambia, kuzasala bangati? Everyone wakamba cheni kupaiwa. And aba bantu bamene aba bantu ba PF most of the Beba support those are the people who've never been to school. Ngamupela feel like simple, the little money bamupela lebwerera pale you are committing my violences kupayana kumenyana. Wow, him is safe na bana bake Edgar Lungu is safe na need pe unavira pati tasira bamenya. But you people, you are involving yourself in crime kumenyana ma violences. Abantu wa Zambia tetisegure mezo. Edgar Lungu is trying to divide Zambia. That's why akamba tinga nili kuno kopa belt chesa sabwere. He's trying to divide us Zambians, whereby bakaunda pevana menyanira na nkondo all freedom fighters they become with a one slogan to say one Zambia, one nation. We are one people, but him is trying to divide us. Edgar Lungu, you are not the first one, and we can't keep you like in the egg yakwe bati uyu muntu ngasiza mvotera zashita cyane. No, enough is enough. You've been given a lot of time for you to penetrate, but you failed. You failed to show us. You failed. What always in your in your mouth is just about killing. Now, this year's elections, if you ask my observers who announce the election, this is democracy. Who announce the elections? Ivo veve vaisi zedi, vaisa ochuru, shindano kandio mtumubwanji. We'll be following one by one. I'm assuring. We'll be following one by one. Here I am, dinemwana manindi, but I'm able to see that this is not good in Zambia. This is not good in Zambia. And I wish after these elections, ningafunetena pasi wako mpamvu zo ambo bakonga ngabazaka bisama abantu kusokolola one by one. And muntu amene ningafuni semaningi kanganja. You are the most person when ningafune kudilinga nayo because what you are doing is like your eyes are not, you are not able to see what is happening in Zambia. And these Zambians, you've been there for us, not for Edgar Lungu. No. Ukaziba. You've been there for us, Zambians, not for Edgar Lungu. And as for me, sometimes I wish when a Captain Solvarino my time when maybe I could have been one of them. Not what is happening in Manje. Every you are failing to share your manifesto. You are making him famous. Even let me try him to see what and you'll be shocked. Because Manje, Bari ni Bari. We are tired of you, PF. And the most thing Chanimbe Mushi, Mambela Veva Tuesday kwa America. Ioni nyo, mzaka sowa kwa utamangira. Ma private jet ayo manje, mzaka ambao lemba pa amasampo pa Zambia. Ma private jet ye mwenzo ukura. Before it's too late, Zambians, let's open our eyes. And jet yone, kuti what is happening? Nivichani vishtika. These people, they are after money. After that, they are after our lives. Alios akamba. Whatever goes up must come down. Here in Africa, we had Mugabe, Zimbabwe, neighbor. We had Gaddafi. Where are those people? Barikuti, Ediga, Barikuti Bantu. Kwa mene wanaenda abo bantu. Iyo road dise gukamanje, izankara ni road yako. Kunaenda Mugabe, nikuti, uzaka mupeza Mugabe. Kunaenda Gaddafi, nikuti, uzaka mupeza. And when I already Museveni will conquer and zero zao. As Zambians, we are not down. And even Yozi, we are not down whereby Ukakamba ke, Mobu kaindo imirira, Ediga. Zambia zaka kuchepera and you be Suzaka still allow kwenda kurikosi. And it's better apa tuchikare kupasa respect. You watch that you accept guta. Yeah, apa pevi vantu kashitena. Not yako yabati. Even kamwana kabadwale kashito kambati awe dola ya vuta. Bana wasia kudia majigizi. Bana tasia kuenda ku maskuru. Bana basia kuti oloche business wambe kusebenza. Usebenza munga susebenza. Dola. Edgar Lungu is enjoying kumwa team Tibo Nishani na bana banu as a very most ministers. Bantu bangati banapaya chitaru chirufya through my fake condoms, through my fake drugs. Ni bantu bangati. Ni bantu bangati banapaya ba home affairs. Muliva magasi. But you are failing to follow them. muntu ali innocent akalibe mnili tipeunamvera techechi shanshani sama bali kuti belesama tibafuna bantu baja blood ili mumanja mwanu as a president pena kaunda blood ili pamutu pako as a every time mufenta and you are saying ngani kumbula ngabali mwipaya nomba imwe barefenta pali pose even when you are giving speeches ma bodyguard bali ready kuti aba president anytime from now bangagwe apa nomba nazina yako ndembe zakakhala for few chagwa agwa zakagwa vazoni. I promise and as for now manje mwambo vitenga emotionally yemu vitenga you'll be shocked because this is not kingdom whereby mzambo chinjana na tasira na bana bako. This is not kingdom. I thank you very much. Anyone can come in?
Awe mwandi tufunikolimbisa che abantu aba otherwise wanatenga Zambia wanaitenga nankala kwati ni private chani ni private property yao, so we can't tolerate that. Zambian tisegule menso tisegule menso tasalako chabena 2 days 2 days ya menta sala nayo ni madays yo chita liberate Zambia tisankale chabe just because abantu babwela bakashinga drama mu makombo nunga zabwela na drama bakupasani bachitachani. These people they are not worthy to be in their offices just because that's why they are trying to bring corruption even in our communities. Instead of them coming tell babule batiuze ma manifesto yao bapelekela wantu drama. They are buying now instead of them proving they are professional and experiences, but babwela muma compound na drama so that bantu apase mavoti bantu achite chani. Zambian, please, let's not be down. Drama bazakupasa sizinga kusunge for the next 5 years. 200, 300 amene drama bazakupasa uzaisebenzesa muri hours chabe drama za sira uzankala futi uvutika uzankala futi usakira kwendo pempa ndalama uzankala futi usakira kwendo kongola ndalama. Please, this is the time for us to stand as citizens. This is the time for us to stand and make a good choice for our future. This is the time for us to stand and make a very good choice for our future, for our citizens. Let's not be down. Tietisa wakonkeleze vamene wachita. Bakaisa kuvala internet. Tieti nyamuke. Bakaisa kuchita vintu vaupo vamene vizankala against chani democracy. Tieti nyamuke. We should stand. Please. We should stand. Let's not tolerate this nonsense. Okay, thank you so much.
These people, there's a certain word which we used to say in Lozi, pukuchwe. Pukuchwe ni muntu wakwe bati azapita muloda azamvera njota azamwa manzi akamwa manzi mujamuka mugodi mwera manzi azangena asamba akasizo samba sometimes nonyeramo anya pukuchwe anya muja aenda aibala kuti road nzakayuzinga pobwerera ndiye bantu abamanje aba bantu ni bapukuchwe whereby tabavotera bapita baenda tabavotera bawina chalira ku state house bafuna obwerera manje kuti babwerere bapite njota ya bachaya bazamwa kuti manzi bananyeramo mukamugodi babwera manje kulise bantu manje awe ndivotereni bantu ba Muzambe titisegure menso tietise anditetilanganisise koza apa tikalangana che aba bantu tinabadidinga kudala bale apa so apa they are desperate whereby wakonga che munzao kulikonse kwa mena aenda desperation which is it's not good. My youth ni wangati baonongeka kuteki makachasu mundu mufunza akuma kachasu avimba mambovu mwangati mebivija vimbe bachaikamilisi ni chani. I've been to school for several years. I've got papers. A car that is driving. Mindfulness is a pressure. Whereby in our country and a lot of us Zambians, we are hardworking people. manje tisitesarenda country yatu kumuntu umozi.
Thank you,
Pakaunda.
Ragi. Thank you,
Thank you
Ragi.
very much.
In the interest of time, Mr. Skyler, I know he's on a schedule, so you can come in, and then the rest you can come after Mr. Skyler. I know your schedule is tight.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, let's give chance to Mr. Skyler.
Mr. Skyler, you can come in. I know you are on a schedule, so you can just give us the important updates that you have for us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just thought of like trying to come in just for a few minutes. I've been pretty busy trying to work on 1 or 2, 3 things. Yeah, quite a lot of interesting stories that are trending in our country. There's a lot that is going on, and sometimes, like, when you reach like the point that the country is right now, it's just like some of us, like, you just look at what we have said, maybe without what we said in 2015, 2014. You just find that it's the same things that we warned the people of Zambia. They are the realities today. Sometimes when we are looking at national issues, they are quite very, very sensitive. And when as a country we are picking someone to go to State House, we have to do a lot of evaluation. What type of an individual are we entrusting with the instrument of power? In the best interest of the country, we just don't have to look at as just an individual, maybe the immediate benefits that we can get from such a person, but we have to look at the benefit of the country as a whole. So there's a lot of things that has happened under this regime that we have spoken for quite some time. We have spoken without fear. We have been intimidated. We have been persecuted. But thank God we haven't given up, because we love Zambia and we believe that Zambia is a great country with a lot of natural resources that just needs credible leadership. And once we have credible leadership, believe you me, Zambia will not be going to start begging for money that, no, we need to borrow money like these loans that we have accumulated from China. That some of them, Zambian people, they are not even aware. Just the debt which is coming next year, which is maturing next year, that these guys, they got without the consent of the Zambian people, it's a dangerous one that I don't know. Now, with such a type of government which has got no care for the people, which has got no policies, only we are being governed by, I wouldn't say cadres, but we are being governed by thugs. Because a cadre is a cadre. Even myself, I'm a cadre, because I may believe in certain ideology of maybe my organization, like Amnesty International and stuff like that. But when you look at the PF, it's a thugs who we fear today. If your thug is driving, even a police officer, security wings, they fear thugs. Now, one thing that I just want to state that very quite interesting story. I'm very happy with the response from the US government through their embassy, where they have outlined a lot of key and serious issues regarding those who want to suppress democracy in our country. Just a few minutes ago, I was privileged to get some information of where is this one, Mr. Maranji. He has organized some few youths in PF on the Copper Belt. And those youths, they are even threatening, they are even bragging to say, PF is ready if it means to rig. They are very ready to rig. They cannot relinquish power. I'm filing the evidence, and I think these are some of the issues that in a few days' time we'll be submitting, like to the embassies, the US embassies, and especially that such boys they are working. One of them is Samson Soko, a Copper Belt University student. He's studying a Bachelor of Mathematics. Then there is Jairus. There's Jairus Simpungwe, and another group. So this is what is happening. These are people who are seeing what their leaders, such as a former MP, Mr. Joe Maranji, Mr. Bonaeke, Mr. Bonanza. So they are bragging to say that if it means to rig the election, they are going to rig the elections, and they are going to intimidate we have the evidence. We are not talking from without. No, that's what happens when people they get confused, because these guys, the way they have been driving the country, they have taken it as a personal entity, not as something which belongs to the Zambian people and the 18 million, which is unacceptable. And the US government, they have come out very clear, and I've been waiting for this for a long period of time, where individuals, they have to be singled out. Because if someone is taking part in violence, in undermining democracy, such an individual, the role that they are playing, they should be dealt with as individuals and as a group at the end of the day. When you look at the report which I wrote to the United Nations late last year and early this year, the first report which I wrote, I listed down all those people that I feel in Zambia, they have contributed to this mess where we are. They have undermined the constitution of Zambia. And thank God, these things are documented. I submitted, and people like Mr. Edgar Lungu, he was topping on the list. The likes of Mr. Kanganja, the likes of Mr. Esau Churu, and all those people, because if you are holding any key public, you are holding office, you are in an office, a key institution such as the Electoral Commission, the judiciary, and other institutions, and you don't do the right thing in the best interest of the Zambian people, then there must be something wrong. There must be something wrong, and we have made sure that we have highlighted those people. And I'm very happy, especially on those restrictions for individuals. We want them to stay in Zambia because they want to mess up this country, because they know that at the end of the day, they have opened a lot of big accounts outside Zambia. This is whatever they are stealing, they are converting, they are putting into the dollars. And we know, we have got information. And this is, we are also just going not to sit down and say, let them be like that. Once they are given restrictions, we are going to continue petitioning these countries where they are banking these monies so that they freeze their accounts, their bank accounts. Because we can't have a group of people that are eager to kill like they are doing. Threatening an individual, a competitor, how do you threaten someone to say, if it was in Rwanda, this person would have been, which means that's what they plan. And for sure, you remember the incident in Ndora, when I got the intelligence information and I outlined what was the mission and who sanctioned that. They called me names. They say, no, I'm being malicious. I'm trying to fabricate lies. But you can see now what is coming from their mouths. Just today, early in the morning, if you check on the page, I issued a statement regarding the incident of the shutting down of power yesterday. I issued a statement after getting some intelligence information of the whole agenda. And I said, I was told yesterday by the intelligence to say, the government is planning to shut down the internet. You check the statement that I issued in the morning. Now, some weeks ago, we warned the country about that. And Marupenga, he came to say, no one is planning to shut down the internet. Now, yesterday, I was told again by the intelligence from State House, say, no, the government is planning to shut down the internet because they want to bring confusion and other stuff. They don't want the world to know. They know the impact of what the internet can do. Now, yeah, they are just refusing. A few days ago, they refused that they are not going to shut down the internet. Right now, you have seen what is coming out. Marupenga, I said the government is planning, may shut down the internet. The thing is that they want to shut down the internet. Why do they want to shut down the internet? Because they feel like they have gathered enough criminals to terrorize the Zambian people. They want to be cutting. Just yesterday, we lost a couple hundreds of citizens because of selfish individuals. People who were on oxygen yesterday, they died. Why, Mr. Edgar Lungu? What type of desperation is this? Where you can sacrifice the very people that you are claiming that you want to rule. Criminals, they went and they were testing, switching off power, deliberate. And people, they died. We lost a lot of lives. By now, if we had a serious government, we could have been updated as a nation that during the power blackout, which was sanctioned by State House, criminals, I would be very particular about that, State House criminals. Because our State House today is not a place as we used to regard it in the years. This is where you find all criminal activities, that's where they are taking place. And when we talk, they intimidate us, they threaten us, when we are just speaking the truth. So you look at just the corruption which is coming out. Like you saw the few days, the headlines from news diggers. So these are individuals who are greedy and who are ready to kill in these elections just to make sure that they remain in office. PF is not interested in saving the people of Zambia. They want to stay in office to come and terrorize citizens and also to protect their criminal activities. But we are still appealing, we are calling upon the international community. Personally, I'm repeating this. If the PF will do whatever they are going to do, the UN will have themselves to blame. As a citizen, through the Constitution of Zambia, I'm obliged to make sure that I watch what is going on in my country. And when I see where the problems are, I should be able to avail those problems to someone that I feel that he can take a responsibility. I've written to the UN Secretary General and I've reminded him to say, if you are not going to deal with the PF, what they are trying to do against the people of Zambia, whatever blood that those people are going to shed, it will be on you. Because we have been telling them for quite some time that this is what the PF are planning. Because already what they did yesterday, switching off power deliberately, we lost lives. That's murder. We have lost so many lives. But we are now they are like drunk. They are saying if it means to league, we are going to do anything within our powers. These are boys working. He's Soko. He is a student. And I'm going to publish even his number. Personally, I'm going to call him. I'm going to remind him that you are going, your information and those that you are working with, we are going to hand over to the international community so that they hear, they listen for themselves. Because these chaps, they are not saying all these words. They know that they know what their leaders they are doing. And this is what we have been crying for Zambia. We have said that the Zambians will be respected this time around. Why PF is trying to be so rigid in doing the right thing? In whose benefits PF and the ECZ doing all these maneuvers around? For your own information, a month or 2 months ago, I came to the country on the same platform. I said the State House was working on a parallel register, voter register. And people, some people, they thought maybe it was a joke. And I challenged the Electoral Commission of Zambia, together with the State House, to refute the allegation. I told them that I was willing to provide the key witnesses. The people that went were in State House and saw everything. I was ready. I issued various statements. I shared those statements I was sharing with the Catholic leadership. Everything is on record. And this is why whatever PF is going to do, some of us, we have done our part, to be honest, in the best interest of the country. Now, when I said they were working on a separate register, I mentioned who is the people involved. It's not that I didn't see that. And I made it very clear that the ECZ were working hand in hand with the PF and the State House. What did we see? Right now, we have issues with the register, where we have got 500,000 votes. We don't know where they're coming from. Because when you look at we have got two copies, the hard copy and the soft copy. The other copy is showing approximately 7 million registered voters. Then the other copy is showing about 6.5. So where do we get the 500,000? We have asked the ECZ to explain about this saga. We have asked the ECZ to call stakeholders to have an audit of this register, but you can see we're already running out of time. So ECZ is using arrogance. ECZ is aware of all these things. ECZ, they are undermining democracy in Zambia because they have been given, they have been bribed. But I want to remind Mr. Shindan, Mr. Esau, just after the 2016 general elections, I began the campaign that Mr. Esha Osturu is not a man worthy to head the Electoral Commission of Zambia. And I've been vindicated. When you look at the statement which I issued, that was in April, where I said, the current leadership of the Electoral Commission of Zambia can't hold a free and fair election. Can you challenge me today with the nonsense that they are doing? Where ballot papers are found missing, ballot papers are tempered, ballot papers are brought in the country with the consignment of gadgets that we do not know in a chartered aeroplane. This is what I said 66 years ago. I said, this man is a recipe of anarchy. They have no morals. They have got no integrity, and they don't care. But what these people, I don't know if their families, they are also in Zambia. Because if their families, they are in Zambia, they should understand that any confusion that they are going to cause in these elections, themselves as well, they'll be victims. And this is
Can I just come in on Mr. Comrade Skyri? So I think let's talk solutions here because we are running out of time. We have identified the problems. So to me, the major problem, number one, is the discrepancy in the voters. So we have a register with the 7 million. The other one has got 6.5. So let's work, we can talk and talk, but if we don't have it, let's map out a strategy. So one problem, number one, is how are we going to handle the 500,000 votes, extra votes? How are we going to tackle that? How are we going to tackle the stolen ballot boxes? How are we going to tackle the threat of shutting down internet? This is a breaking news. So we have to be fast and evolve with time and think solutions.
Yeah, I think I can answer the first question. Now, I was just trying to give a background of what is going on so that we understand what we are supposed to do as citizens at the end of the day. Now, if you see what is going on around the country, PF has got no support from the Zambian people. If anything, they are banking on these ghost voters, just whatever voters, and we have seen a lot of things coming out. And that's a good part because the country is informed of what is going on. Now, the solution in these elections, personally, that's what I've come to say this is the solution. The solution number one is taking these elections that all of us, we should be polling agents. Everyone should be polling agents because, of course, for them to infiltrate these figures, they are probably maybe pre-marking them somewhere. But if all of us, we take part, just like I've seen other opposition leaders like Mr. Kainde Ichirem the other day, I was listening to what he was saying. He said, after voting, I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. He said, after voting, we youth, men. Now, when we talk about men, all men remain in polling stations. Let women go back home and prepare some food. But women and youths, we should hang around so that we have got those that are in polling stations. Let's keep around. Me, I remember in 2015, I spent almost the whole day without eating something just to protect the votes in my constituency. This is just a time we just have to sacrifice. One, I'm saying everyone should get involved, especially the young people. If all of us, we can be vigilant. We know already their plans, they want to be bringing confusions, they tear gas, then they do this and they decide. So us now is to make sure that we man each and every polling station. Not just we vote, then we disappear and wait that the opposition is going to do a monitoring and announce the results for us. In these elections, it's the Zambian people versus PF and their surrogates who happens to be the ECZ. So if all of us, we can take part, believe you me, all these maneuvers that they are doing, nothing can happen. Because now we have to keep an eye on how they are going to be bringing those ballot papers. So, personally, I'm appealing to every Zambia, especially to the people who follow this platform. If you care about Zambia, after voting, you hang around and making sure that no thugs will come and ambush a polling station to bring confusion. Because it's around that time when they'll be doing honest things. So all of us, let's feel involved. I received a lot of questions like, how are votes going to be protected? Personally, as an individual, before I ask anybody about this question, how are you going to protect my vote? I should be concerned, what am I going to do as an individual to make sure that the vote at that particular polling station where I'm going to vote from is protected? We are the majority, fellow countrymen and women. So vote protection, let us not just leave it to the opposition. Let us not just leave it to the organizations. We have already seen that most of the organizations, they are PF surrogates. Let us take keen interest. Zambia will be not Zambia anymore if PF is allowed to manipulate these elections. So personally, I'm emphasizing that the best solution, let everyone feel to be a polling agent for the sake of the country. Everyone, this is how we should face these elections. Hang around men, youth, in every polling station. Because if in every polling station we can be there, nothing that they can do, these guys. When you look at these guys in the security wings, personally, having been working with a lot of guys from the security, almost all the security wings, I can tell you that everyone is affected. Everyone is affected. Even our brothers and sisters that you see the army moving in the streets, they are also victims of what this government is doing. So let everyone, I'm appealing even to our brothers and sisters in the security, let us help each other in whatever capacity you can help to protect a vote. Please let us do it for Zambia, not for any other person, just for Zambia in this just a few days, and make a difference for our country. So vote for vote protection, please. Where you are going to vote from, protect the votes, so that whatever polling agents that the opposition and organization, international community, they are going to provide, there should be a backup, because we are dealing with the criminals. For me, that's the solution that I feel that it's the most effective solution that we can embark on. Because if all of us we watch, maybe there are 15, 20, 50 men at a polling station, sure, they come with thugs. How can they defeat you? They will not. I don't think these army brothers and sisters we are seeing this, I don't think they are stupid to allow criminals to be invading polling stations. But let us not take a risk. All of us, let us take part. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Sky Ile. If you're just joining us, guys, welcome. Share this broadcast. We are here with my team. We have Honorable Sakala, Honorable Matomola, Sikaile is here, and my crew of Nangoma Foundation. On the screen is a slide. So voting day, I get comments when we go live to say, help us protect the election. No, this time all of us have to help each other. We are all, actually, Mr. Comrade Sikaile, you said the men. According to the register, there are more registered women voters than men. So, like I say always in Dalanda, kusenda nembwa shonse tukakampinga. We are all going to camp at the polling stations. Ngani 2 a.m. tukaya, we have to be there. Takulifya buna mayo hapa. Bana mayo nifwe bachula. We are oppressed by these men. Once they go into government, they forget. Because in the society, we women benefit more from or are affected more of bad policies of a government. For example, maternity, we bring life. There are so many horror stories that are happening in Kuma maternity ward. So women, we have to show up. Yes, Vasakala.
Allow me to take my mental flight by Zambia. Listening to Honorable Skyle, that the deliberate move of power cut was calculated and choreographed by State House, and it made a lot of people were in the hospital to die. Now I'm trying to see who is the satanist here. Somebody who can willingly, unknowingly kill people, and somebody whom we are just trying to use propaganda and smear him with the name Satanist, because you know Zambian Christians, whenever they hear Satanist, they run away. Now people look beyond their statement and look beyond what they are after. Who is the real Satanist in this? And understand this. I was talking about this, the same thing this afternoon on another platform. I was quoting the scripture of Joshua, 2 Joshua chapter 15, that God loves an advisor of a king of his knowledge. Understand what has happened to these people. In that book of 2 Joshua chapter 15, there was a king by the name of David. He had the advisor called Ahithophel. And Ahithophel sidelined the king, went with the king's son called Absalom, trying to kill David. And he organized the army so that he can overthrow David. But David's prayer was, God, may you turn Ahithophel's counsel into foolishness, so that whatever advice they give to the king, it is foolishness. And it happened. Ahithophel was a smart man, but because he wanted to kill the king, whom God has put on the throne, he worked with Absalom, the king's son. And the prayer of David was, turn the counsel of these advisors into foolishness. And that's what God has done to the PF government. All the counsel they are giving to the president is foolishness. Look at what they are bringing to the table. Power cut, let the people die. Killing. Just on the news, they have hacked this opposition president. I saw it. I don't know how true is that. You know, so the council of the people advised the president has turned into foolishness because God doesn't want this thing to continue, and they are forcing themselves. If we are not careful, Zambians, we can throw our country into trouble because of these selfish leaders who want to do whatever it costs just for them to retain power. Honorable said this power cut was deliberately choreographed by them. Who does that to his own people? Why didn't they even maybe inform the hospitals that there will be a power cut? Please have your generators ready. This speaks to the moral fiber of who is our leader. Whose agenda is it trying to bring into Zambia by doing such kind of a thing? If you mona massage baleta, ma sacrifice. Power ma sacrifice. They are hiding into something. Oh, they are Christian. So and they're hiding. So let's be careful. And you know what? I think they are testing to see if you election then let's get into money. So in internet but me, I can assure you, if we information in to share up because we mambara bala ishiba ukuthi that not we got line yabo. When go ahead and do it. but mwebalera mukudda mukasendena corona kuminwe mukalapire n'okulapira bantu ku heaven mukayingira bwino, because the plan is already in our hands, and we are ready to help you, and we have already put everything in place. Lekena ma election yaga lekena abantu basali omuntu balepwa. Don't impose yourself on people. That is witchcraft. There is no other definition of witchcraft. The witchcraft, apart from that, imposing your will on others is witchcraft. So why do you like to impose yourself on people? Can you let the people pick what they want and give us a free and fair election? Like you're not going to intimidate. Hello, Mpweni. Umuntu wabomba. Uli mu government. Defend what we have done. Stop saying, uyu muntu nkesa mukakanga naye. Could that be a campaign message? Iya kuti abantu bakuvote bakutira tuyunga na isande isamukaka. Imilandu ya 27 years. Abantu bali na nkweta bamukaka. How big of you as the president? What you say matters. Why don't you defend the Mwanza Simon Kapwepe Airport mwiswile? Ukutira airport injiswile bane. Ikala panga 2 million pamwesi. Elo 2 million muri 3 months and 6 million. Impia tuwa Kongwele ni so much. So it's able to generate the money to pay for itself. Airport na isura bane. Na ingisha bantu 3 million inchito. Bakala fola masala ya yasu mabake kala bwino. Airport na panga bane. Ikala lete ubunonshi wa Mozambique zineti. Defend what we have done and tell us that Rupeto Congo Pakupanga Airport in 550 million. Number 550 million airport, Ikala Pangan Dalama Shaso, then to Sangile Shaso. So Fikabet, give us uplifting message and defend what we have done. Not that you Numbande Sam Kumkaka, Naish or Inikabolala, Architect. Mwamu na wabu seko kabiri. Hapo tuweze nifyo mwala tusenda kumta, nifyo mwala tuwabucha. Kutu tuwala kuchalo cha mkaka. Paku tutumipele 5 years. Namba mulela ndevyo mwala isa. Muku ikato munenu ushari po nakateka. Ushateka po. O mwapele senchito. And umuntu mwa wineze dwale landa. Pasio. Bala tusenda kumta. Batuletelo kutila ati. The qualification of somebody to be a president, he has not. One of the qualification is that somebody shouldn't be a Tonga. A manifesto munga later. A qualification to the point. To the point of Mutwe. Hello number. Mwabantu bamobene. Jakutumula tupela roadmap. Mwaisa tuweba say, if anybody wanna have a good life in Zambia, you have to be a cadre. Trust me. If you are a cadre, will protect you, will give you good life, money is there for you. Elo mweba sambirira, sungeni ama sambirira yenu. Now, the country Mr. Lungu wants to create is a country of cadres. Cadres who have no brain. Na abantu bale itati ama commando. That's the country they want. So that Bambi Okumista control. One of the weapons that Pharaoh had to keep people in slavery was to make sure that they were divided among themselves so that they should already continue keeping them in slavery. But this year, 2 days from now, Zambians, let's not be divided. Don't listen to this message of division coming from the PF. Let's all unite together with our voters and let's protect our vote. Let's all be polling agents, like my brother said. Let's do that. Let's show them that umuntu ngatubeelesha ngakwebe na Zambia tulachinja tulasheta pushi ibintu byapiribuka. Let's show them this. Ngabalefu abakashinye internet natukwata ama solution ate tubebe. But ichikalamba that let's get the numbers from our polling stations, our constituencies, even if they have a parallel registration, but the exact figures which we'll get are the figures being obtained from the constituency, the primary source. So ngabalefu kuti basunge chi voter registration backward. If we send them a number direct from the source. And let's all be the brother's keeper. Let's watch one another. Let's not allow the thugs to intimidate our brothers who are standing up for the truth. Help your brother when you see him being intimidated. Let's form this force which cannot be shaken by a few individuals because of the money they have robbed from you. Let's show them that money cannot change the will of the masses who are united together for the better Zambia. Natotela. Are you there?
Yes, we are here.
Mwamuna madam, ubusuma bwenu nangu tamulelanda muli paper screen. Kwati mulelanda.
Thank you. Oh, Mwandini, your message, Mwalanda Mwandini, that is a deep message. No, kulanda if yonse kona ula.
Mwamuna icho balelufanya, tabeshi byobutungulushi. Ichakutila ati bakateka bese ilo bale campaign, aisadi bale campaign. Pafe bale mona mumutu efe Zambia ala, banefe babikile munshila, kutwabu shoko bala atitwala. Not campaign ya chifa. Echo ndeme na my advisors yabo. Lesana bapilibula. Their council has been turned into foolishness.
Thank you. Mark Bright, you want to come in? Mark Bright?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. I just wanted to comment something on the everything which is happening in Zambia. I'm just commenting, or I'm just relating to what Mr. Skylar was talking about, and also everyone who has contributed. Zambia is for us. It's not for one individual like Mr. Lungu and his supporters who are not normal actually. Zambia is for us. Killing each other, brutality, all those things. Let us show them that we won't allow these issues to continue from starting from Thursday when we are going to cast our votes. And to deal with all these kind of things, let us just try to protect our votes through. After voting, we won't be going home or going somewhere. Let us just be at the polling station until they announce everything. I think that's my simple contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark Bright. Juba, did you speak? If you're ready to speak, guys, you can just raise your hand up and you can come in. Otherwise,
Let me say this to my fellow Zambians. Let's prove to the PF government that the thuggery and intimidation is more powerful than we, the people who are working together. Because nga twasuminisha okubavotera nisaba basuminisha ati abaana Zambia kutuwa bakitawo press through thuggery ukuboma ukubakita mistreat balakwata omwenso nokuwina kutuwawina niswaba we are creating a point of reference for these people going forward, because nga twakitasa kam kulisi by some power, which means no mwaka ukakonkapo bakachita kimofine kabene nchibasanga kutata tapunda ni ngafila Museveni achita abompya amasoja kwabo kwipaya kwabe milopa batinya abantu. So ichile mwana kwati umo wishibena Museveni ebale mufunda matati. So now they want to use the same thing. If we allow this to happen, they will be using the same thing every after 5 years so that they can continue holding to power. But let's prove to them that we Zambians, we are beyond that. You can beat us, you can kill us, but we'll still reject you and we'll still vote against you. We know what we have brought in the nation. We have brought thuggery. We have brought killing. We have brought a lot of evil things to intimidate us and to induce fear, politics of fear. But let's show them that, okay, with all this, we'll still reject you. It's like the mwalishi bawulyo ninkunta nkinte bamuma kuti achinje shina kati bamuchitete tati iwe shina lyovete iwe nkunta nkinte niwe sha bamupere shina lya chisungu teti usunge shina lyove lyakale. They tried by all means so that it can change, but after bamuma bayisamwitisha iwe shina lyove niwe nani everi nekunta kinte. Despite what they have given us, all the problems they have brought to our nation, try to make us succumb, try to all of us to be PF supporters. Let's prove to them that no matter how heavy the load you can put on us, we'll still emerge victorious because we believe in the truth. And the truth is to vote you out. You have betrayed Zambians because we put you in office to protect Zambians. You haven't protected us. We are put in office for you to protect the Constitution. You have repped the Constitution. So what do we need you there for? To do more damage? So bane mwebe na Zambia, mwebe alengu kwa pano pa chitunchi chamula basa wa Facebook na Zoom. Tia ni tubalange, ukutila, ukutuma, atema ukutupumaola. Tetukulenge ifo tuchinje emitima Yesu. Tuwalabo terokutela cho tufaya mu Zambia mutende. Cho tufaya mu Zambia te muntu wa kutupatulukanya. Cho tufaya mu Zambia buya ntanchi. Yo tufaya mu Zambia nibonse kutila tule imona nga abantu kabili abena Zambia. Not fwe bantu tule imona nga bantu eno ababantu eno bonse twasiarwa kuli nyina unga umo. No yonyina watu siala ifwe ni Zambia. So kanshi bonse sanemu yonse ninebo sakala Zambia. Abama yobali apana boli bapumi Zambia. Uyuli ukwonse amashina yabo niba John Zambia. So abalefu batulekanye batupere zimsembe tieni tubakane. Nga mwachitesyo nkamishani na amashasu masana pa Facebook bonse mkonkwa na bonono na atote.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Madam Fumi, somebody wants to come in. Madam Fumi, we have a brother trying to come in. Hello, oh, the music is...
Yes. Yeah, this is Mr. Mulima.
Yes, guys. I was just playing by Keith. That's an old song with a lot of meaning. Ubuntu Mwakale Twalipoka. But to piggyback on Wasakale for Bachilanda, intimidation. We say no to intimidation. All the soldiers in the street is Museveni tactic to intimidate us. We say no to intimidation. We say no to selling our birthright over a few pieces of silver. A lot of people, they have already sold their birthright by selling their voters card and the NRC for 200 kwacha. PF have caused the hunger and desperation, and they have turned around and used that hunger and desperation to enslave us. So the solution, which was Skyler said, is one, we all show up. Kuma polling station, we have already been emphasizing that here at Nangoma. Two, the US government has backed this election by saying they are imposing personal sanctions individually on anyone who's going to interfere in the process of elections. So what I'm urging all of you Zambians, for example, the guy who's threatening Okwisa internet, let us report him now to the US Embassy and attach that article, format either PDF, ungani video, muyepa US Embassy Zambia, there's an email address there. You can report his crime, which is obstructing a democratic election process. Let us report them. By Interpol, offices all around the world. We have Interpol offices in Zambia right now as I speak. If we report these individuals, they can be picked up even before the election day, so that these elections can go on smoothly. Chimona Facebook, we have teamed up to report people on Facebook and their pages have been blocked. So the US government have backed the Zambian people. Let us use it. Let's report by Esa Uchulu. Let's report by Malupinga if possible, by the US with the Interpol, in conjunction with the Interpol, International Criminal Court, by FBI and CIA will move in to arrest these people even before the actual election day. If Esa Uchuru is picked up in the Zambian constitution, we have processes and procedures who takes over the control. Even in the country, even in the ECZ, everything is in black and white. Zambia is a civilized country. We have everything. It is planned out. So if Esa Uchuru is picked up as trying to interfere, which he has already, it's in black and white. Evidence is overwhelming. He is a masterminder of this rigging plan by creating ghost polling stations. We know that there's a polling station in State House. We know there are polling stations on the border of Zambia and Malawi. Like, really? These people, honestly, I can't even believe it. We know there is a slide which I'm showing you here where the population of Eastern Province is lower than the population of Southern Province, but we have more registered voters in Eastern Province. Do the math. How is that? So, guys, this election is rigged unless we step up. Everyone should be an observer. Everyone should be a polling officer. Everyone should be a presiding officer. And the number which we are going to elect this president is coming from the polling station, because that is the genuine number. I end here. Juba, you have a comment? You can come in. I guess Juba is not here. Mark Bright, you can come in.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity once again. I forgot one thing to all the voters. Let us protect our votes. Let us go in numbers and cast our votes. Let us be managers, monitors, presiding officers to shame the devil. Mr. Esa Uchuru, and even those who are planning to shut down internet, we are coming for you. Zambia is not for you only. It's for us, all of us. We need to enjoy it very well. God has given us this land so that we enjoy it. It's not just for few individuals like him, Mr. Lungu, who normally talks only about HH. Wherever they have meetings, everywhere it's HH. HH is your friend or what? Come on, let us talk about, let you continue talking about development, how you are going to feed the Zambian people, not each and every time threats. HH is our president, and this thing it's true. We are going to make it sure that he becomes a president on that very day. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You want to come in before we can close, guys? If you have your
Okay,
last comments, you can come in.
Yeah. Good evening, participants, and good evening, comrades. Hello.
Good evening, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, this is Mr. Mulima. Yeah. Penda kwamba wida kolumba maningi basigaile you know, what can we do to protect our votes? I think some of my friends have answered already. Now I just want to emphasize on that one again. Toma na Zambia tonse not wali demja iwe kuvota. Let's make sure that the day of voting twainka twakuvota. Wamana kuvota wazwa wainka mbali buyo ikulesha jongo. Alimwe ikutekwa kuveru muno. Notujindira kuti ilaini ya kuvota gai ya kwenda. Perekatu kugene hichitika. Twabona kuti imulaini uyakujea kwashara bantu bashonto. Twatali yako yakuswena munsi. Twabona last person uvota wanjira mugati kwaswena kwakwe. Mana kubyo kwa last year then tonse twaima bali mugati bayimanze mu window balimwi ikutora bumbone kuti no chizijanda kuchitika. I think rigging this year they can try to rig, but if we stand together, we work hand in hand. So ikubale shabantu aba ibariginga, they cannot rig. Once we do that, tutalegeri kuti twamana kuvota mbekuinka kunganda kuyokara. Ivote yako iwabirire ndwenyebo oivota. Noti kuti umwe muntu agagundi wabirire vote yangu. No. After voting, make sure you protect your vote. Don't leave your vote for someone to protect on your behalf. No, protect your vote. This time around, it's life and death. So if we don't become so strong, we don't be strong people, there's nothing we can do. Or they are going to rig. At the end, so this is serious. Twainka ukuvota, well, let's be there. Not until you vote kwa mana. Vatalika kuvara katuliko. Ino rungu waja naongai. Ino HH waja naongai. Ino chairman waja naongai. Ino MP waja naongai. Ino kansela waja naongai. Twa mana swebo twa hiba katuji au mga jisi record yakwe. Ikute kwa baya choba anda kwa wana usaba kuisize. Tukapa sureka watu. Naba kambe jiteshi. Tiyo bambe uti ejo encho. Kambu kunojiri koncheshi. Utinatu wabu zwa polling station twabasi ya barike. Ingaba guri ginga. Eno alima ababa banga bayita ma primatic ballot papers. Ikutika tuliko alya wina poba yo ayampe. Alima tukakwambane kwinka au kwa votera akakwambane kwinka. Tukakusige gautanga chitika into yonse. Ndo tutalya kuvota katugenebwe kuti abusena po votera ali clean. Wina chintu chimwe chezu chisangene pe. Twatari akabotu. Akukumani akabotu. Wina noba yo tubida kuti natwa basi spirit ya kuswangana ntomwe mumushobo oyo. Wina unga atubida pe. Eno ibuyo I problem yigonja kuti aba bantu bamasoroli bali mugati mu PF. Yonse imuntu mutoro mugabete. When you are a lazy person, from laziness bears rigging. Laziness bears greed. Laziness bears corruption. Laziness bears hate. Laziness bears strife. Mboche yenda imuntu mutoro mugabete obo. Eno seboko situli basankwa tulabereka nguzu. Tubereke shanguzu. Tutugwa munchiri. Eno aba bantu nchobali so mbatoro. Ibutoro bwetera kubba. Kuti muntu takoye kubereka kuliberekera. Kunchirwa kubba. Ali mwama atalika kubba, abana batalika kubba. Imuntu kuti wabajagorwa muhari mujagorwa, abana gaba ubaraba bajagorwa. Sekoye kuti mebo ndiri jagorwa. Then namana ibana bakhe bambira ati mutano okorunyu bugogo chibi kunywa bugogo awuli nimenywa bugogo memo twede ukati my examples muntu hichitika this time around ayama elections nga muntu uri wonse muna Zambia ayama elections talido AHH alikepe nga muntu wonse muna Zambia kunga uri mukati muyisi muno kuvota polling station kuina kuzwa ndandishisha na wanda kuzwa ni ka distance wakakwakika kuti uri kubwene utakwa utabijongo pereba mubatira mai wa last person tuli walya tonse ahuyuki abarwa tuli kubwene preside mwisa warobe wajita announce ngabo tugabotu tonse na mujisi Yesu twenda obo kuyobo yonse kujwe kumbo kunyika kumusaza wina noba yotubida abantu abape wina mana abo agora. So that's why batalika boku sabaira mbona so bala sabaira enokutibu yoswe botatu jisika ambuka kwamba ula muntu be mbuli rungu chamba ikuti once ndanjira mu bolero our arrest HH swebo HH oyo tuliri muno oyo ngutata wezinguhane nesu ali moyo ngumwana agwesu ali mbabajisha eno se tatwambipe kambo lyonse muntu uyanda ikuchita chintu tambiswe tubere hagambwe kuti usoko imukuma usoko tasoko nipe eno waro wamba kuti once he get back in power, he's going to arrest HH. Now us, we are not going to tell him what we are going to do. We will not tell him. We'll just keep quiet. We are just going to do it. We don't say I'm going to do it. No, us we don't do like that. If we want to do something, we don't announce. We just do it. Then people they see it. So we are not going to respond to Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu, if you are listening, if there's someone who can tell Edgar Lungu to say this, what I'm saying, us we don't say we are going to do. We don't announce us. We end there. So we are not going to tell him what we are going to do. The way he said he's going to arrest HH. No, the whole country, the whole head, that's what he said. But us, we're not going to respond anything to him. What we are going to do, we will not tell him, but we will just do it after 12. That is all. Then, Mami, Twarumba Maningi. Yamagani Marupenga wambora mwana agujara internet. Oro internet bagai jane. Siebo tuno jisene imbogo mavote tutabaga pi. Internet cannot manipulate our votes, no. Even if they shut internet, but if we get our votes, internet will have nothing to do with our votes. Once our votes are protected, that is all. That is all. So even if they do whatever they are planning to do, no, we are going to shut down whatever, black out whatever, internet, no. Internet has nothing to do with our votes. We are going to protect our votes with or without internet. And we will make sure that the results as well, it's exactly as well. But the biggest warning will be by ECZ. By ECZ, Makada. They are not professional officers. They are becoming cadres. Shindano and Isa Ochuru, we know them very well. They are cadres. Eno tatuenda bambabo kamo twababo nagari ichibotu ikutisinkondo nyoko wa muhiba inga muhiba mbaru wanwa kuona mbaru wanwa utamwambira utinda kugwa naso kumurwa nabuyo ko kumugoma kambo timura na muntu mwambe ndando kuma yaliso urahiba yoto wando omwe yaliso eno bena shindano bena Isa Ochuru aba moto anda kuba umma sike mbuliko kuno kwendibete kuno tatuoba mepanda ko kuba umma noti kuba twaloba umma sote bara umma eno abareke kusobani namwana akweso hagainde nabayanda ikuti zintu zirubire kabayambere kuya kumulyogonsa mmebo chekicha kuti okunokwesu ikuti muntu wamulyogonsa maningi sike moto yita twamba kuti ijongolo kungumana nkwaliyo ijongolo kuti lyakuruma olalisobanya atajira zima keyitambwe yanda lyakuruma talisiki kuina musamu eno kuti nakabaswana hagainde umura rumwe jongora mbegu ina uti musiriri ndigole hapo. Yeah, I'm done, Mami. I'm done.
Okay, Tolumba Badala Mwandini. Tolumba, thank you guys for joining us. I just have an update which just came in, a quick update for internet. I am going to share this important update. So we just received some information to guide us for internet, to say, actually, we don't need the Zambian internet. There is a free app which you can download. I was just preparing the slide right now. Let me just present it. So guys, if you are watching here, welcome. Hakuna kulala. It's very important because as we are here, information keeps coming. So as the information keeps coming, we keep updating you. So when we get tired, we'll go and take a break. But these are the last days. We are counting down. So tukalale shikushingi, you know, like I say, ndo shingairesa mkulaya mkukulowa kuilolela. So this is what we are doing. We have to stay watch. We have to keep watching and make sure everything goes smoothly. It's like when you're going to deliver your baby in labor, abantu tabalala nga uli mu labor, bonse kulolela. Mushomwana na Africa Fidishani is a tough road. To deliver a child is a tough road. Chimona Zambia poidia. Papa tukafyare new Zambia. It will not be easy. So we have to go through the pains of delivering Zambia. All of us, we are part of the doctors. We are part of the witnesses to help deliver this Zambia. And all our input matters. So I'm urging all of you to just come and say something. Because Zambia inokfyalwa, a new Zambia inokfyalwa, limbi, you know, umuntu na lesa limbina mupela wisdom. Maybe God has given a message on your heart. But you apopo tuli. We have to put our heads together, share ideas how we can stop this rigging. And then the slide I'm going to show, it just came in. So guys, yeah, so this slide just came in. Somebody just shared to say this is a free internet app. It's called the Pure Online 3. It's called the Pure VPN app. So if you have a smartphone, go to your smartphone and go to the Play Store or Google Store and look for Pure VPN app. Let me do it as I'm talking. So go to Pure VPN app. All of us should download it, everyone in Zambia, because it will give us free internet access. Because I'm a satellite, space, space station, so I have an MTN, whatever, we can get a signal. We can actually get a signal from the space station, but you have to pay a monthly fee. So now what we will do on a Wednesday, on Wednesday, we are going to download these apps on our phone for free internet. So you don't have to worry. Zambia is not Uganda. Zambia twaliendelela. Bakaunda did us a favor. Balichita English as an official language. Bakaunda set us up. Ku Uganda bushe English ni official language yao. I don't know. Nanku Tanzania balande Kiswahili. Twaliendelela. So this information ni na isakale kabien muma Google Store yenu mufwaye app this app on a number Pure VPN app. And the instructions is that there's going to be some questions to say terms, accept the terms. But this app is free for 7 days. So download it on Thursday. Download this Pure VPN app on Thursday, and then it will run for a week for free. After a week, we will lose it. By that time, Nish HH9 Gilanapo State House. So that is the important update that we are sharing. Download the Pure VPN app. So guys, if you want to come in, I know now we don't have Munaka, otherwise we can close and we'll continue later. We try to regroup. Milo. Any comments before we go? No comments.
Okay, it's just a query, Mami, on that one. Yeah. Is this VPN required a PIN, or it's just like that? It starts.
I think all the instructions will be there. Let me try and download it myself so that I can. I'll talk about it again tomorrow. Let me try and see if I can download it and see what is going to tell me. Pure VPN.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a lot. It has 1 million downloads. So 1 million people have downloaded this app. It's downloading on my phone, Nara Milanga.
Okay.
It's downloading on my phone. So Yeah, Mwamona.
Yeah.
So it's there, I downloaded, and then I'm going to open it. So you see, it says the 7 free trial. Let me capture screenshots, and then I'm going to share. Nala yabika panani kan.
Madam Kwame, can I come in on the issue for the VPN?
Yes, please.
I'm using it. I've used it now for 3 days. It doesn't require any PIN. It only has some applications that you need to accept you as a subscriber for the same app. So when you accept, it will tell you Palast that connect. Then it will surely start working. Mine is the one
so
that
I'm
I'm using right
downloading
now.
it. You just put your email there.
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, we are connected. Free internet. Nangoba mubebe bafishimye. Tatufikwatire n'enchito.
Indeed, bafishimye fenga barifwa.
Bafishimye fi internet. Mubebe ati VPN naisa.
Vale
Naisa pure
VPN.
VPN.
Kachini muri mwaka unda.
Ye mwawele nsiki kukwine kunani kukuli Museveni uko kwini.
Kai twali mpatiko bapoka amafunde.
Banana kuri kuma Uganda bakaswaba.
Oh, Zambia. Elo abatumine yine bamufyalo abantu balikala mufyalo. Technology. So guys, Bwaila will continue tomorrow. Precious land what's the problem? What's up?
Madam Pumi,
Welcome, I miss you, my little
around.
sister.
I've been busy running around trying to see how things are going.
Okay, so we're going to sign off, guys.
I can thank for Michael Chilifyasata. I made sure to say that we took him to State House. We took him to State House, Michael Chilifyasata, our own very own president. We fought for him. That wakwete pona akaso, that walole shakwasi wala tulipida ni nani, wala tupele chini nani, tukajida pale banani. We made sure we took him to State House. That is plot 1. Why? We wanted a better Zambia. So now, madam, I'm still underground. I'm making sure to say Central Province yena. Tapa ina ngumu alangalira. Defo anga bambo na bare tira fat awo shiwashi. Kwako yo kute kuno.
Thank you. So guys, we'll see you later. Tulipano, if anything comes up, we'll come live and update everyone. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye. Good night.
Indeed,
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Let me show everybody. Say good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
I think they are tired. Yeah.